One of the questions I get asked all the time is what's working in real estate right now to bring in clients, bring in prospects, bring in leads? Well, let me tell you what's not working. If you're out there trying to brand yourself and you're sending out all these postcards with your face on it and, hey, I can help you buy or sell a home, and you're wondering after spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars, why they're not pulling, it's because no one cares. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no one cares. No one cares about you. No one cares about how long you've been in real estate. No one cares about how much real estate you've sold. They only care about themselves. And what does that mean? That means the marketing we do has to address the problem that's going on in their mind. We got to address what we call the conversation going on in their head. And we do that with education-based marketing. My name is Pete Mitchell, by the way. I'm with AI Lead Automation. I'm the founder of the company. And I've been doing this marketing thing for a really long time, specifically with real estate agents and loan officers, helping them generate more business. And the way that we do that is by not doing what everyone else tells you to do. The whole branding thing, I mean, I get it, right? We're really proud of ourselves. We're proud of our business. We're really excited because we're in business now. We've got a great website. We want people to know who we are. The problem is that doesn't solve their problem. So what we got to do is we've got to actually address the problem that's going on in their head and solve it. And we do that a lot of different ways, but one of the main ways that we can do that is with this thing that I mentioned before called education-based marketing. And so when we do education-based marketing, we're going to address a problem that's going on in their head, and we're going to solve that problem. So let's say they're thinking about downsizing. One of the things that we'll do is we'll run an ad for a consumer guide for the 10 biggest mistakes people make when downsizing and how to avoid them. We've got the problem in the title, the 10 biggest mistakes that people make when downsizing, and then we've got the hope and how to avoid them. So if someone is thinking about downsizing, either themselves or a family member, and they're like, oh, well, we're thinking about downsizing. What are these mistakes that people make? Because I don't want to make them. This guy's going to tell me how to avoid them. They do something called raising their hand. And when they raise their hand, they're going to do something we call opting in. They're going to give us their name, their email, and their phone number. And we're going to provide them the solution they're looking for. Now, by providing that solution, we're establishing ourselves as the expert. We're establishing that we know how to solve the problem that they have. And see, this is a big mistake that a lot of people have. A lot of people, they don't want to solve someone's problem. Instead, what they're doing is they're simply just going, hey, by the way, I'm Pete Mitchell. I'm this great guy. I've been in business for so long. I've sold this much real estate. You should hire me. Well, that doesn't solve a problem. Now, when does branding count? Now, branding is an important thing, but we got to do it at the right time. So the right time is after they've opted in. See, once they've opted in, we've got them to raise their hand and they say, yeah, I got a problem and I want you to help me solve it. Now we can start branding. Now we can tell them how long we've been in business. Now we can give them all the information, we can give them all kinds of testimonials, things like that, because they will start to care about it then. Whereas they won't care about it before. It's not going to help us generate any leads. It's going to help us cement the leads that they want to work with us. So branding is important, but it's about timing of your branding. So like part of my brand, obviously I got my Texas hat on. I'm here in Texas. A lot of my videos, I've got all my Star Wars Legos behind me, and I've got my Texas stuff behind me. That's part of my brand. But if I led with, oh, by the way, I'm the Texas marketer and I use AI and I specialize in helping with real estate agents, no one would care. But when I lead with, hey, you've got this problem, let me help you solve the problem. Like right now you're watching this video because you're looking for a solution. So when I give you the solution, then you start to think, okay, well, this guy might be onto something. Then you start to get to know me, you start to watch more of my videos, you see my website, you start seeing more stuff. Then you're kind of like, okay, maybe I'll listen to this guy. It's the same way with your prospects. They're going through that same process themselves. So the branding's important, but it's about when you brand that's so important. It's about when you brand that's going to get them to actually decide if they want to work with you or not. So the bottom line is this: education-based marketing is how we get the right prospects into our funnel. I shared with you 10 biggest mistakes people make when downsizing and how to avoid them. We got another consumer guide, the single biggest mistake people make when buying their first home and how to avoid it, right? So notice there, it's the single biggest mistake. Well, by the way, people who are buying their first home, they're already scared to death. So if you're like, hey, I know the biggest mistake that people make and I'm gonna show you how to avoid it, you get them to raise their hand. Now you got someone coming into your funnel. We do the same thing with investing, the same thing with moving up, the same thing with foreclosures. We've got about 6 or 7 different consumer guides, and it's all been put together for our agents because we do all the ads for them. In fact, we automate your lead generation process, we automate qualifying the prospects, and then we also automate booking the appointments. So again, all you got to do is show up and talk to red hot pre-sold prospects. If you'd like to know more about what we do, check out agentfollowupai.com. I've got a great little video there where I kind of walk you through all this. I show you some of the strategies that we're using. If it speaks to you, great. If it doesn't, no problem. You're going to learn some great ideas that you can take and apply right into your business right now, today. So check it out, agentfollowupai.com, and I'll talk to you in the next video.